Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. And today, as you've seen by the title, it's a very special video. But before that, I need to introduce you guys to some sort of a meme or a special occasion that happened in my channel 2 years ago. I was exactly in the same place introducing my new BMW M3 E46. Some older viewers of the channel will remember that car. And that car, there was a time that a video of mine blew up on Reddit and people were accusing me of only eating canned food like tuna to be able to afford my car. And let me tell you guys, that was the perfect recipe. Ignore Forex gurus, entrepreneurship, dropshipping, ignore all of that. I'm going to show you guys the secret to afford a very, very special car. I just kept on eating tuna. So this is Bom Petisco, which is the proper tuna brand in Portugal. It's actually very tasteful, very good, cheaper than Wagyu. And now we can do something very special with that, which is we have a proper table to eat the tuna because we kept on saving and living just to afford cars. So now, as you guys can see, we have a proper table to eat tuna by the shape of the car. Sorry, my mom taught me to not talk while eating, but I'm very excited. This is a very iconic shape, very old shape, and we have center tips Akrapovic exhaust. We can read Manthey Racing. As you can see, I'm extremely happy. Let me show you guys my new car, my dream car. Praise tuna. So guys, as you can see, I've bought my dream car. If you've been following the channel, you know by now that I've always dreamed and talked about the Porsche 911 997 GT3, this wonderful 3.6 Messger engine at the back. It's just wonderful. I'm still lost for words at this moment, a bit speechless. I picked up the car yesterday. I'm waiting to get it registered in Portugal, but I couldn't keep it a secret anymore. I really wanted to release this video. It's a proper track tool, it's a proper modified Porsche 911. I bought it from a friend of mine. Actually, the funny story is, 1 month ago or something, when I was thinking about selling my Lotus, I texted him saying, hey, do you want to sell your 911? And he was like, oh, sorry bro, I've sold my 911, I did not know you were interested in buying it. And I got really sad and started thinking about maybe I should buy a car which is good for content, maybe a BMW M4 F82, M4 G82, which is always the name BMW and M that the internet praises and loves to see burnouts and donuts and drifts and sliding in roundabouts. And I was getting kind of depressed on that moment, like I'm going to miss my dream car again. 997s are getting really expensive. I spent the entire year at the Nürburgring. I've been seeing them being tracked all of the time. The ones that are not being used on track are reaching a collector's level that it's almost impossible to buy them now. The low mileage ones with pristine condition and untouched, untracked, everything. This car, as you can see by the cloud points, multi-racing year. The car has been to Mantai at some point in its life, and it had the cool alignment and everything. It's a full club sport spec. When it came stock, I have all of the stock parts to this car. Because the car has a very extensive mod list, I'm not going to name everything now. Just the cool thing about that we all love. Extremely loud exhaust, the Akrapovic exhaust. You are going to listen to it probably now. And when we come to the interior, the car is a full club sport spec. It came with an half cage and the carbon bucket seats, not with these inserts, but I also have the stock ones. The car has been very well maintained. I have all of the invoices, all of the OEM parts, all of the modified parts, the carbon wing and the stock wing. Yeah, everything that you can think of, everything that you can name, I have it, modified and stock. I know the history of the car, I knew the owner, and I really wanted to grab this car because in July I attended for the first time a track day at the Nürburgring, Sky Limits events. It was a very cool track day, so why not a free plug? And my friend was, at the time I did not know him, he was just standing next to his car, he was taking part on the track day, and it's the Nürburgring life, it's the petrol-led lifestyle. I approached him and said, look, you're driving my dream car. I can see that the car is heavily modified. Is there any chance that I can go on track with you, do a couple laps? We did a couple laps, maybe like 3 or 4. I fell in love with the car. I knew immediately that this was the car that I wanted to own and something that I wanted to achieve at some point in my life. I'm very grateful to be able to do that still at a very young age. I'm still 26. I'm not saying to anyone to rush it. Things will happen. Don't stop believing. Sorry for this guru moment, but it's something that I feel the need to say because nowadays on the internet we see all this bunch of rich kids with all of their scams and doing everything that is possible to achieve the good things, the good cars, the good houses, the proper lifestyle, by all means, and there's no need to do that. Keep it steady, keep it calm. This wasn't, for example, the best year of my life on a financial point of view, but I've been working for a couple of years now. I know how life works, and I was that by now. This is a moment that I'm steady enough and I'm able to afford because I needed to pay for it. We cannot, at least in Portugal, we cannot finance a 17-year-old Porsche. So I paid for the car and it was a huge hit to a bank account. But hey, dreams are supposed to come true. Don't rush anything to force it to happen. Don't go above and beyond your means. Don't step on anyone to reach your no. Everything in life at some point will take place if you deserve it and if you work for it. The key word is just that, work. Now I'm super happy. I have my own GT3. I'm going to create content with it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to go for drives with my friends, go to track days. I have a proper GT3. I went to see, I think I visited 4 different dealerships and I went to Spain to test drive my friend's car. Some of the cars that I tested on dealerships weren't very good examples. And talking about good examples, I need to say thank you to the sponsor of this video, Car Vertical, because I used Car Vertical on all of the cars that I considered buying at some point. Some of them had pretty heavy hidden damages and not a very clean history. I used Car Vertical on this car as well to help me decide that this was a good car to buy. If you don't know Car Vertical by now, Car Vertical is an online service where you can check your car's history through its VIN. So if you're thinking about buying a car, buying a special car, use Car Vertical. Use my coupon Genesio to have 10% off and spend that little amount of money to avoid spending a huge amount of money, because you might end up buying a very heavily crashed car with bent chassis, and well, even the value of the car gets affected if the car has had any serious damage. So thank you, Car Vertical, and that's the way to wrap it off. I'm just going to show this to you. I'm just going to show you guys the engine. It's a proper Metzger engine, supposedly from factory here. As you can see here, we have a 3.6 liter flat 6 Metzger engine. Group M carbon intake. The noise inside the cabin is, I'm not sure if I can say beautiful or something completely atrocious, because I'll be deaf at some point. A Krapovich exhaust. It's a nice lady singing. And that's it. Guys, sorry. This is all very new to me. As I've said in the beginning, I'm still a bit speechless by looking at the car. When I picked it up, I was this close to crying. So go enjoy life. Get your GT3 also at some point. And I'll be back for another video pretty soon. And I wasn't joking, guys. Eat your tuna. Eat your canned tuna. This is the secret for the GT3.